The course is incredibly intense, but it's also really fun. I honestly couldn't imagine what it would have felt like to spend your day studying. Just the idea of watching lectures in the morning and then just working on my own or working with other people all day, learning new concepts every day was really daunting. But I have to say that it's been really fun.
And it's going really well. It's really intense. A lot of hard work, but really enjoyable at the same time. Really rewarding. You're with a lot of like-minded people, and you're all experiencing the same challenges every day. So it's quite enjoyable to sort of struggle and come through things as a pair or as a team.
It was quite tough because there's so many concepts being thrown at you, but I felt constantly supported, and it really does feel like these are really the basis for everything that we're gonna do in the next weeks.
So the first 4 weeks in North Coders, we did an introduction week, which was before the course you got sent out pre-course materials to look through, and depending on people's sort of availability beforehand, people had done sort of either none of it, some of it, or all of it. So it was just sort of a run through of all those pre-course materials, alongside just embedding some background information and some basic skills. And for me, I thought that was really good because I haven't been in a learning environment for 10 years since uni. So just getting used to getting up in the morning, doing lectures, doing work.
We just finished the fundamentals, and on the fundamentals we were taught how the language works, the basics. So we did, for example, for loops and recursion, higher order functions. We also worked in pairs, so it's something that they get us ready to work on a company. So it's not just us doing coding by ourselves, but they pair us with one of our colleagues, and one of us is guiding, the other one is driving, so that we can get ready for the work environment.
So you don't really notice why you're doing the work and going through it, but when you look back on the week or on the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you realise how much you've learned and how much of even the words a week ago you didn't understand, and now you understand what they mean, sort of how to implement them on some level.
So the tutors have been incredibly supportive. I mean, we've got tutors that have been coding for quite a few years and others that have come out of the course just recently. And I think it's really helpful to see that kind of spectrum, and also to see that even just at the end of the course, you can be really proficient and, really knowledgeable. So the tutors have been really amazing, really friendly.
There's lots of different tutors. We probably had about 5 different lecturers through the first 4 weeks, and then there's an additional probably another 5 or 10 sort of middling around in the background. And it's a really good system where you can speak to them and the rest of the course for feedback or ideas if you're stuck. So a general question, if you're doing something wrong, you can put onto the Slack group, and then you usually get ideas straight back.
Like there's this program that we use, which is NC Help. So if me and my colleague are working on a problem, and if for some reason we look online, we don't find what we want, and we're kind of struggling with it, we ask for help, and in a couple of minutes or 5 minutes, I don't know, someone comes to join our Zoom call, and we go over the exercise and we explain our problem, and they help us.
There's also, you have sort of one-on-one meetings where they ask you how you're feeling, what you're getting on with, if you feel okay, if there's more support you need. So it's a very supportive environment.
Another thing that I've particularly liked is the gender ratio at North Coders. I think the fact that there's lots of women is amazing, and I think it's really encouraging. And I know that the stats in terms of representation of women in the industry are, they're getting better, but they're not amazing. So the fact that there's lots of women, really does feel like a deliberate decision from the North Coders team, and I think it's really great.